All right, everybody, we're back at the Malibu German Shepherd story. So I looked at this a while back, and we determined that this is just gossip. This is just inciting violence because we don't know what really happened with the dog. It had lymphoma. So let me go into the comments and just give you an example of what I'm talking about. You see what this guy right here says? Skippy Moto here. He says, he hopes he finds where those people live. This guy says, I'm coming with you. This guy's like, right on. Because, they're gonna do something. They're not gonna say exactly. But the way that they're talking, you know what's up. So they're just inciting violence. They're just creating a bunch of hate. They're creating a bunch of gossip. Gossip is what dog culture is all about. And yeah, where this guy right here that makes this low key threat that he's going to go do some justice on this dog owner, that nobody even knows who's the dog owner is, anyways. Where was he when the dog was suffering lymphoma? That's end of life care. That's like oftentimes the dog lives on for a few years, but it suffers even though they just throw pharmaceuticals down his throat. So this whole thing is just a bunch of gossip, but it's also fake. Let me show you guys something. So let's go over here to the video. So you're going to notice that all of these pictures and screenshots of the dog with the zip tie around its nose, they don't show you the feet of the dog. So far, I've looked at 10 different videos, scrolled through them, and this is the main picture. He has a zip tie on his nose, but they don't show his feet. Yeah. And then let me show you another part of this video right here.
Malibu Creek Canyon. The group says hikers found the German Shepherd on Wednesday evening about 250 feet off the side of North Malibu Canyon Road. They removed the zip ties and called animal control, but that's not all this 7-year-old dog is facing. Veterinarians believe he may have lymphoma. He's undergoing further testing to see if it's treatable.
Do you see what he's doing right there? He's scratching his nose. Well, this little screenshot right here where he's scratching his nose, they use that as a picture in a lot of the other news articles claiming there's a zip tie around his nose. But no, he's scratching his nose. So he's scratching his nose with no zip tie on his nose. What do you think he would have been doing if there was a zip tie on his nose? He would have been trying to get that thing off. Anybody that's played around with their dog, what do you think happens? Watch this.
Now what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Dogs don't want no part of stuff stuck up on their nose. And if their paws are free, they will sit there and rub and dig and rub up against stuff to get that thing off. So isn't it so curious that all of those German Shepherd videos and pictures, every time the dog is being showed with the zip tie, they don't show the rest of his body. It's also curious. Like they left the one zip tie on his neck. It's like they're trying to, make sure that we knew that he had zip ties on him. It's kind of like the Jussie Smollett case where he left the noose around his neck. Go ahead and look that one up. We can do a Google image search of this story too. And here's that picture. It's right out of that video. They just take a short video of him behind a rock. They say that hikers found him out there. Well, if there were zip ties, if he was walking around with zip ties on his nose, they would have got a video of it. I suspect something is not right here. A loose zip tie on his nose, absolutely no view of either one of his feet. I think they did something to this guy to pull our heartstrings, and it wouldn't be the first time that they do this shit. Like this picture right here, they all use the exact same little image of his nose, and look at this picture that they use in a bunch of the articles right here. You see what they're doing? Climbers in Malibu. Wait a minute, I thought they were hikers. They never get their stories straight either. They found zip ties around his neck and mouth. And look, they show that part of the video with him rubbing his nose. But the zip tie was not on his nose in that part of the video. And that shows you this is the type of dog, if something's going on with his nose, he's going to rub on it. So his nose was probably itchy right there. And dogs are always rubbing their nose. A fly lands on there, or they have some kind of food particles. They're always rubbing their nose. So for them to put this image up, this one right here, something's up with this. And I didn't find any parts of that video where the hikers like actually walked up and saw his feet or showed his feet in the video. So in my opinion, this is just a bunch of fake news designed to pull our heartstrings and get us mad at each other and ramp up a bunch of dog worship all at the same time. So there we go. Just another fake news story